चरं तत्त्वं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजम्। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
We want to start from the chanting of verse number 44 onwards.
Okay.
I have not checked the earlier one, which I will do and send you back.
Okay. Okay, verse number 44. निर्लेपा निर्मला नित्या निराकारा निराकुला निर्गुणा निष्कला शान्ता निष्कामा निरुपप्लवा नित्यमुक्ता निर्विकारा निष्प्रपञ्चा निराश्रया नित्यशुद्धा नित्यबुद्धा निरवद्या निरन्तरा निष्कारणा निष्कलंका निरुपाधिर्निरीश्वरा निरागा रागमदनी निर्मदा मदनाशिनी निश्चिन्ता निरहंकारा निर्मोहा मोहनाशिनी निर्ममा ममता हन्त्री निष्पापा पापनाशिनी निष्क्रोधा क्रोधशमनी निर्लोभा लोभनाशिनी निस्संशया संशयग्नि निर्भवा भवनाशिनी निर्विकल्पा निराबाधा निर्भेदा भेदनाशिनी निर्नाशा मृत्युमदनी निष्क्रिया निष्परिग्रहा निष्तुला नील चिकुरा निरपाया निरत्यया दुर्लभा दुर्गमा दुर्गा दुःखहन्त्री सुखप्रदा.
Very good. Very beautifully done. No mistakes. So
thank you. Maybe the environment.
Possibly, yes, definitely. That will always be an inducement to being concentrated. Nirlepa, nirmala, nitya, nirlepa, lepanam. Lepanam, you are in an Ayurvedic place. You will, if you ask them what is lepa, they will say that is this ointment which has to be put on the body.
Yes.
So she has no ointments on her body. What does that mean? It means that there is nothing covering her. There is no obstruction between her and the universe. She is completely without any covering. She is completely free of all taints. Which is repeated in the next word, nirmala. Nirmala. Mala is something that is bad, something that is inauspicious. So, I mean, one of the things that we are supposed to do in the morning is called malatyaga. Malatyaga means
to excrete, yeah.
Excretion. Nirmala. She has nothing that is worth excreting because everything is auspicious in her. Nitya. Nitya, the word nitya is meaning daily. Nitya, therefore, will mean that which is measuring time. There are 16, they are called Nitya Kala. Nitya Kala or Kala Devis. These I think I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Each of the Tithi Devis. So the Devi for Prathamai, Devi for Dvitiya, Devi for Tritiya, and so on and so forth. Each of these Devis, there are 16 of them. They are called Nityas because they are measuring time. Another meaning of Nitya is also eternal. So it's a very beautiful dual meaning. One is the fact that she is measuring time. So she is the one who measures time.
Time.
Hence, she has to be beyond time, isn't it?
Correct. Yes.
I cannot
Yes.
measure something which is inside me.
Inside me. Yes.
So she is therefore Nitya. Nirakara, Akara. Now, if you look at anything, the name for something can only be there if there is a form.
Yes.
In some way, form. When I say form, it means it is palpable. It is, you can sense it, right? For example, you can sense air in some way. So therefore, when you sense air, you give it a name. You call it Vayu. It is only after the Akar comes that the name comes. See, I have a piece of wood. If I have a piece of wood, I will call it piece of wood. Right. Now, when I change that and I make that wood and carve that wood into a chair, the Akar is of a chair. Hence, the name becomes chair. Instead of that, if that wood was carved into a table, the Akar is a different Akar. So I give it a new name. So we always say Rupa Nama. Actually, I mean, while speaking, we say Nama Rupa, but then the Rupa comes first. So when I say that she is without Akara, right? She has no form. It also means she has no name. She has no name. Now, why does she not have a name? Because she is so inexplicable. She is so much beyond our senses that we cannot give her a name. So even
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Then why Lalita Sahasranamam? Why?
Very good. Because when we go from here, this part of the Lalita Sahasranamam is called the Nirguna Upasana, the worship of her without any gunas, in the form of purest of Brahman. However, immediately after this, we will do what is called Saguna Upasana. So the beauty of Lalita is that she is both Saguna and Nirguna. So in the Nirguna form, she doesn't have a name. Or she who is nameless is a name itself, which is our limitation. Right? When we looked at around the rishis, they looked around the world, they said, oh, the same consciousness is there, the same consciousness is here, it has expanded. Let us call it Brahman, that which has expanded. I don't know what it is, that which has expanded, Brahman. So from that sense, Nirakara means she is formless. Since she is formless, she is also nameless. But when she is formless means that anything that you see around you is essentially nothing but her form. So pure Advaita is being taught here. Nirakula. She does not have any disturbance in her. Akulata. Akulata means to be having disturbances. Right? Akul, Vyakul, they say word, right? Having disturbances in our mind. Nirakula. She does not have any need for any being disturbed because she is so equally present in everywhere that there is no disturbance. If you look at the Pacific Ocean, there may be a tsunami happening on one side. There is complete peace on the other side. But if you go deep down, 40 feet under the sea of surface, you can be absolutely at peace. Nirakula, Nirguna. So, Nirlepa, Nirmala, Nitya, Nirakara, Nirakula, Nirguna, Nishkala, Kanta. Sorry, Nirguna, Nishkala, Shanta. Nishkama Nirupaplava. So, Nirguna. Nirguna, that without any gunas, without any in any of the three gunas that we talk about. So, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, all those, she is without any of those gunas. Then she says she is Nishkala. Kala, it means part. We said Kala Devis. Kala Devis, 16 parts, right? Kala Sankhyani, the Kala means 16 also. Kala means another name now is also 16. She is beyond the 16, Nishkala, which means she is beyond time. She has no parts. Brahman has no parts. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Upanishad says. Right? What is whole? That is whole. This is whole. If you take away whole from the whole, what happens? It still remains whole. Purnata Purnamevasya Purnameva Vashishyate. Right? It says Purnam will remain Purnam. Nishkala. That is the meaning of the word Nishkala. Shanta. Obviously, we understand Shanta. She who is peaceful. Peaceful. When can you be in peace? You can be in peace only when you have no more desires in you. Ramana Maharshi says that you experience bliss, you experience happiness when you get something, because your mind goes into tranquility at that point of time. You are thinking, I want a pen, I want a pen, I want a pen, I want a pen, I want a pen. When you get that pen, for that few minutes or few fractions of a second, that craving for the pen is gone, and hence the mind is at peace, and hence therefore you are at experiencing bliss. Hence, from our perspective in the Advaitic tradition, Shanti and Ananda are synonymous to each other. Which is why at the end of every puja, we say, Aum Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So Shanta here indicates the permanent Ananda that we experience when we have bliss. Nishkama. Nishkama, Kama means desire. Now you cannot be Shanta unless you are Nishkama. So Nishkama, without any desires. Nirupaplava. Upaplavam means to be destroyed. She who cannot be destroyed, because she is beyond time. Destruction happens in time only, right? So therefore she is beyond time. So she is Nirupaplava. So the full line, full shloka will be Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakara Nirakula Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama Nirupaplava. Now, as we go forward, we try and maintain the same breath for the full line, which means while we will break the use the chanda. So I'll explain. Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama Niru. I'm not stopping. I'm not saying Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama. I'm not doing that. I'm doing Nirguna Nishkala Shanta Nishkama Nirupaplava. So the whole thing remains having a continuity. Now, for this, you will have to remember two things. Number one is that you will have to practice, right? And secondly, you will also have to have a little bit of breath control. Not that these lines are very big or anything, but then little bit of breath control so that it just doesn't. So you have to take a breath at the end. Otherwise, the next line will break, right? You cannot do 5 lines in one go. So that is the rule for chanting. Next one. Nitya Mukta Nirvikara Nishprapancha Nirashraya. Nitya Mukta, she who is always free. We have seen the word Nitya, eternal, always. Eternally free. Free from what? Free from all limitations. What are we? Eternally bound. Eternally bound. Until we achieve that freedom. So that freedom can come only through her, and hence she is free. See, as Nitya Mukta, she is also, in this sense, she is also the person who is the guru. Because the guru is one who has become free, and hence he can show the path of freedom to somebody else. So, which is why it is very important here in this particular line, and we will see that coming up again in various lines in this particular section itself. We will see the importance of the guru coming up. So Nitya Mukta, Nirvikara. Vikara means variation. Vikara, mind has variation. Manah Vikara. Manah Vikara means the mind continuously has variations happening in her. So in it. So that she has no variations happening, because she does not have a manas at all. So she is beyond the manas. So hence there is no vikara in her. She does not have a form. So there is no bodily transformation happening. She does not have a mind. So there is no mental transformation either happening. Nirvikara. Nishprapancha. Prapancha means this universe. This universe. Prapancha, beyond the prapancha. Nishprapancha. Nirashraya. Nirashraya means, ashraya means shelter. Nirashraya means she who does not have a shelter. Now the point is, why should she not have a shelter? Because she is the shelter for everybody else. The roof does not need a shelter. The roof is without a shelter. People who are live under the roof have the roof as the ashray. So she is the ashray. She is the roof for the entire universe. And hence, she does not need an ashray. She is nirashraya. Nitya Shuddha, Nitya Buddha. Nitya Shuddha, permanently pure. Right? Shuddha means pure. Nitya Shuddha. Next one, Nitya Buddha. Nitya Buddha, she who knows everything. Buddha, she who knows everything. Here we are reflecting a particular verse in the Bhagavad Gita, where anticipating the question of Arjuna, Krishna says, go to that person who is a jnani and a tattvavit. He, tattva, means the truth. He who knows the truth. He has personal experience, which means he is a realized person. And he is a jnani, which means he has corroborated his experience from the scripture. He has to have both. Having only one side is not enough. I have learnt all the scriptures by heart. Fantastic. You are a pandit. You are not a tattvavit. I am a tattvavit. I have seen the, I have realized. Is your experience corroborated? If not, have you corroborated it with the scripture? If not, then you may be hallucinating. Because I may have had an overdose of pot and seen stars all over, and I am saying, oh, I have realized the unity of this entire universe. But you have not corroborated that with the experience of other masters who have documented this in our, so therefore, Nitya Mukta, she who is Tattvavit, Nitya Buddha, she who is Jnani. So if corroborated with the Bhagavad Gita, Tattvavit and Jnani, both are necessary. Nitya Buddha, Niravadya. So if you look at Niravadya, let me just put that out, because there is a particular meaning which is in Sanskrit which I want to read out. It says, Nirgatam Avadyama Yasya Saha. Avadyam means blame. She who is blameless. She who cannot be blamed for anything. Right? So that is the meaning of Niravadya. Nirantara. Antara means that which has breaks. Right? She Nirantara, she is continuous. Brahman is a continuity. Brahman is not broken up into parts. You Brahman, I Brahman, no, both same Brahman. Right? Both same Brahman. So if we look at this this line, again let us repeat. Therefore, Nitya Mukta Nirvikara Nishprapancha Nirashraya Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha Niravadya Nirantara Nishkarana. She who is without a reason. She exists. There is no reason for her to exist. She is the reason for that we exist. So Nishkarana, Nishkalanka. She does not have any faults. Kalanka, fault. Nirupadhi. Upadhi means conditioning. Upadhi, conditioning. Right? So, for example, if you take a this is from the Upanishad itself. So therefore, if you take a red flower, right, and you put a crystal on it, the crystal will acquire the color of the red flower because of its proximity. So now, right now, I will put a upadhi, a condition on the colorless crystal and say it is red in color. I have put a conditioning, right? So this conditioning can happen in two ways. One is a conditioning that is happening purely by itself without anything coming closer. And the other is because there are other external factors causing conditioning. She is unconditioned. Brahman is unconditioned, right? Nishkarana, Nishkalanka, Nirupadhi, Nirishwara. She does not have an Ishwara. She is the Ishwara to everything else. So when in her Saguna form, when she takes up the Saguna form, she is Ishwari, right? But when she is the Nirguna form, she does not have anybody superior to her. There is nobody who can be superior to her. So she is Nirishwara. Ni raga. Raga word means attachment. Attachment. Ni raga. She does not have any attachment. My mother does not have any attachment. No, my mother does not have any attachment. Why? Because in that form, we are all nothing but the mother. I don't have a separate attachment towards my hand. Oh, I like my right hand better than my left hand. Can we ever say that? Every part of my body I love equally. Since I have no attachment to any separate part. See, attachment essentially means that I love something more than something else, or I hate something more than something else. Both love and hate will work, right? So there has to be a comparative, but here there is only one. It is only her. In the nirguna form, it is only her. If it is only her, then how can there be any separate attachment? So ni raga. But her devotees are not one, because they are conditioned by, they are not nirupadhi. We are all upadhi. We are sa upadhi, right? We are all so upadhikam. So as in our upadhi, we are all thinking, I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect, I am the ahankara, I am the chitta. I am thinking so many things about myself. So I have these attachments, right? I will therefore, both of us are captured by some bandits, and they will say, "Acha, hum log chhod denge." Somebody has to give up their little finger. Okay, you take Priyaji's little finger. Why? Because I am this body. You cannot take my raga. So what she's saying is over here, raga mathani. Mathanam means to destroy by, you know how? By pounding. She literally pounds the attachment out of us. So raga mathani. Nirmada. Mother is arrogance. Mother is arrogance. So kama, krodha, mother, moha, lobha, etc. Of the Shadripus, mother is one of them. Arrogance. Nirmada. Mother nashini. Mother is destroyed. She does not have any mother in her. She does not have any arrogance in her. When does arrogance come? Arrogance also comes when there is a sense of doership. I am doing this. See, I am explaining Lalita Sahasranama so very beautifully. The moment that comes in, there is arrogance. Mother comes in. Because I am saying, I am doing. That sense of doership, kartritva bhava. The moment that kartritva bhava comes, mother will automatically join that. You cannot avoid it. So kartritva bhava has to be removed. She is not the doer. Everything around her, all that is happening is only in Maya. She is also Maya, that's a different thing. But right now, at the Nirguna level, she has no variations in her. Hence, there is no question of mother happening. And in our limitation, we have mother, she destroys this mother. So, mother nashini. Nischinta. Chinta is worry, right? Nischinta. Nirahankara. She does not have ahankara also, no sense of personal ego. Nirmoha. Moha is delusion. She is beyond delusion. Moha nashini. Moha is a destruction. She destroys all delusion. How does she destroy delusion? Go back to the shloka number 45. Nitya Buddha, Nitya Mukta. By being the Guru, she destroys all delusions. So when we approach the Guru, she in the form of the Guru destroys our delusions, and hence she is Moha Nashini. Nirmama. Same way, Mama. Nirmama. Right? She does not have any sense of ownership. Because she is not a Karta, hence she does not even have Bhokta. Bhokta, the enjoyer. Karta evam Bhokta bhavati. The Upanishad says this. Our Smriti says this. So, Karta evam Bhokta bhavati means the Karta, if you have a sense of doership, then you will have to take the result. The result will come. Karta evam Bhokta bhavati. Since she has no Kartritva, there is no Bhoktritva also. There is nothing that is mine. Nirmama. Mamata hantri. Mamata. Mamata in the normal words, when we use the words, maa ke jaisi mamta honi chahiye. Maa ke jaisi mamta ka meaning, oh, she should love like a mother. Right? Absolutely true. The mother loves universally. Right? She loves every child of hers universally. She may like somebody's behavior, she may dislike somebody's behavior, but she loves them equally well. Right? And when that is extended to this entire universe, then there is no question of individualized mamata. So mamata hantri, we, however, on the other hand, say, this is mine, that is mine, ahamidam, mama idam, ahamidam, mama idam. The human song of all eternity. In 8 crore 40 lakh lives, we have gone and singing ahamidam, mama idam, ahamidam. So instead of singing Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, we have been doing bhajan of ahamidam, mama idam, ahamidam, mamamidam. She destroys that aham by saying mamata hantri, nishpapa. She does not have any sins. Sin here has to be very clearly understood. Murdering somebody is not a sin. That murder's intent becomes a sin. So the sin first occurs here inside the brain. However, that sin can occur only in the brain when you are limited by your body, mind, intellect. So creating in limitation is a sin. Nishpapa, papa nashini. She destroys our limitations and hence she is papa nashini. Nishkrodha, krodha, anger. Krodha shamani. Shaman. Krodha has been personified here in the form of an anger, in the form of a fire. So she quenches the fire. She quenches the fire, right? When does the fire arise in Shiva? When she is not around. When she has destroyed herself in the form of Sati and jumped into the fire of the Yajna, Shiva's anger comes out in the form of Kala Bhairava and Mahakali and so on and so forth, right? It is when she is there, then there is no Krodha. Krodha becomes Shanta automatically because she is also Shanta. So Krodha Shamani. Nirlobha, I want this, right? Lobha is I want this, I want that. She is everything, so she cannot want anything. And when we, in our limitation, are looking for something, then it becomes Lobha Nashini. Nissamshaya, she who removes all doubts. Again, go back to Guru, right? Again, in the same shloka, Arjuna is told that you should go and you should ask Pariprashna. So Arjuna is told that you will find a Jnani and a Tattvavit, and you will go there. And what will you do over there? You will do Paripatena, Pariprashnena Sevaya. Paripatena, surrender your ego to him. Pariprashnena, ask questions to remove your doubts and serve him, serve his cause. So that is how you will learn. So here she says that Nissamshaya, all her doubts, our doubts get removed. Samshayagni, she destroys all doubts. Nirbhava, Bhava is this universe. She is beyond the universe. Nirbhava, Bhavanashini, she destroys this universe, meaning she destroys the duality of the universe. She does not physically destroy this universe. She destroys the fact that we are viewing this outside world as real. But when you wake up from the dream, you realize that what you are not, you were actually dreaming. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says that the yogi sleeps when everybody is awake and is awake when everybody is sleeping. This does not mean that he physically wakes up at 2 o'clock. That is how it has been interpreted by many people. That is not what it means. It means that in the world that we are in, we feel we are awake. The yogi feels this is nothing but a dream. He is sleeping. And in the world in which the reality exists, we are all sleeping. We are not yet awakened. In that world, he is awakened. The yogi is awakened. Bhagavad Gita describes this state very beautifully. So, Nissamshaya Samshayagni Nirbhava Bhavanashini Nirvikalpa Vikalpa. Alternative. There is no alternative. There is no two. Nirabadha. So there are no restrictions. Nirbheda. There is no division. Bheda Nashini. Destruction of all divisions. Nirnasha. She cannot be destroyed. Mrityumathani. She destroys the fear. That destroys death. Now, what she destroys death, meaning what? The physical body, however, how much ever I may be loving my divine mother, how much ever may be her physical presence in front of me, this body is going to die. Then what is Mrityumathani mean? It means that my attachment to this body is so low that it makes no difference whether this body dies or it remains alive. Then I realize that I am the eternal self which is going to take birth again and again and again until it reaches her feet. And therefore, I have no fear of death anymore. So when she says Mrityu Mathani, it is the fear of death in this body that needs to be destroyed, which is repeated in the Mrityunjaya Mahamantra, where it says, Vyambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukam iva bandhanat mrityur mukshiyam amritat mrityur mukshiya. How many lakh of times you may chant this body is going to die. So then what is mrityur mukshiya? The fear of that death of this body is removed. So mrityu mathani. Then nishkriya, nishparigraha. Nishkriya, she does not act. We looked at that earlier also. There is no kartritva bhava. Everything that is there, there is no action happening. Nishparigraha, parigraha, to be wanting something, to be having something, to be owning something, to be catching hold of something. So there, she does not hold on to anything. Nishparigraha. Nistula, she cannot be compared with anything. Neela chikura, chikura, hair. Neela chikura, she has blue hair. What is this now? Thodi der pehle uska bola black hair hai. Abhi wapas blue hair. Blue hair is symbolic of the sky. The sky, the expanse of that sky. See, in our limited mind, if I ask you, think of a wide space, in your mind, what will you think of? You will think of the sky. Or you will think of the ocean. And both of them are colored blue in color. So therefore, that blue is an indicator of the expansiveness of this entire universe. The blue that we paint Krishna, the blue that we paint Kali, the blue or the black that we paint Shiva, all these blues are all indicative of their expansiveness. And hence, Neela Chikura, Nirapaya. So, and Niratyaya. So again, here I will read out the exact meaning in terms of the Sanskrit translation. There is a reason I'm doing that. Sorry, where did it go? It says Nirgata Apaya Yasya Saha. So Nirgataha. Gataha means he who goes. So Nirapaya means Nirapaya. That is the word, right? Nirapaya, Nirapaya, Niratyaya. Right? Atyaya means to be transgressed, to be crossing. So she who cannot be crossed. She is without any transgression. And Nirapaya is one who is without any destruction. So Nirapaya, Niratyaya, Durlabha, she can be found only with great difficulty. Why is it? Because of the great difficulty and the Nirguna form. It is very difficult for us to imagine a formless consciousness pervading everything. Hence, she is Durlabha. She is also Durgama, right? Same meaning, Durgama, difficult to attain. Durga, she lives in a fortress. Now, another meaning is that she killed the Asura called Durgama, right? There was an Asura called Durgam and she killed him. Therefore, the opposite meaning of that is taken in the sense that this fortress is the fortress of the ego and she destroys it. That is Durga. Durgama would mean, therefore, that she who lives in that fortress. She is the essential consciousness within that fortress. So both side meanings can be taken. Dukkha Hantri. Now, if Dukkha goes, if Dukkha is destroyed, does not mean that the next thing does not happen. Sukha will not come in automatically. So she has to give that also. So she not only removes the negativity, but she also gives the positivity. Sukha Prada. Right? Let us quickly chant together the full set of shlokas once. Nirlepa Nirmala Nitya Nirakara
Nirakula
Nirguna
Nishkala Shanta
Nishkama
Nishkama
Nirupaplava
Nityamukta
Nityamukta Nirvikara
Nishprapancha
Nishprapancha Nirashraya
Nirashraya
Nitya Shuddha Nitya Buddha Nirvatya
Nirantara
Nishkarana Nishkalanka
Nirupade
Nirupadi Nirishwara
Nirishvara
Niragaragadamathani
Madani
Nirmada Madanashini
Nirmadashini
Nischinta Nirahantara Nirmoha Mohanashini
Mohanashini
Nirmama Mamatahantri Nishpapa Papanashini Nishkrodha Krodhashamani Nirlobha Lobhanashini
Nirlobhanashini
Nisamshaya Samshayagni
Nirsamashayagni
Nirbhava Bhavanashini
Nirvavavashini
Nirvikalpa
Nirvikalpa
Nirapadha
Nirabhadha
Nirbheda Bhedanashini
Nirvedavvedashini
Nirnasha Mrityumadhani
Nirnashamrityumadhini
Nishkriya
Nishkriya
Nishparigraha
Nishparigraha
Nistula Nila Chekura
Nishkura
Nirapaya
Nirapaya
Niratyaya
Niratyaya
Durlabha
Durlabha
Durgama
Durgama
Durga
Durga
Dukkha
Dukkha
Hantri
Hantri
Sukha Prada.
Sukhprada.
When we chant, this is the speed I would like you to maintain every time. When you chant up to, say, for shloka number 50, use the this as the speed. This is a very ideal speed because it keeps the tune. Slower than this, the tune will break. But at the same time, allows you to chant without making any mistake. The whole chanting of almost 180 shlokas will take almost 1 hour and 1 hour and 10 minutes. But at least if in our lives we cannot give 1 hour and 10 minutes to her, then I think our lives are a little useless. So, so therefore, take that time, go slow. Because I've seen people chant. I mean, Nishkrodha Krodha Shamani, Nirlobha Lobhanashini, Nisamshaya Samshayagni, Nirbhava Bhavanashini. I don't see the meaning of this. Then you're just completing a ritual by rote. That's not necessary. Involve yourself, be emotionally attached to what you are chanting, know the meaning of what you are chanting. When you say Nirmama Mamata Hantri, remember that you are also thinking about all the attachments that you have, which are getting destroyed by her grace. So that is what we have to do. Okay. Let us move on to the Mahishasura-Mardini's shloka. So we will start with a revision of verse number 5 first.
हैरन दुर्मत शत्रुवदोतित दुर्धर निर्जर शक्तिभृते चतुर विचार दुरीन महाशिवदूत कृत प्रमदाधिपते दुरित दुरीत दुरासय
Durita Duriha.
दुरीह दुरित दुरीह दुरासय दुर्मति दानवदूत कृतान्तमते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते.
Do the third line once more.
दुरित दुरीह दुरासय
Okay. Durashaya.
Shaya. Why there is a mistake? Because it's in English, not written properly. Durita duriha durashaya
The
durmati.
English. Okay, maybe I don't know where you. Yeah. You're old. The other thing. Yes, it is Durashaya. Durashaya.
Shaya.
Okay.
Durita duriha durashaya durmati dhanavadhuta kritantamate. Jaya jaya he mahishasuramardini ramyakapartini shailasute.
Okay. Next.
ऐशरणागत वैरिवधूवर वीरवराभयदायकरे त्रिभुवनमस्तकशूलविरोधि शिरोधि कृतामलशूलकरे धुमि धुमि तामरदुन्दुबिनादमहोमुखरीकृततीक्ष्मकरे
Digmakare.
तिक्मकरे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते.
Very nice. So I, mother, Sharanagata. So she who is Sharanagata, one who has come for taking refuge. So when we have these refugees who come in from from Bangladesh, for example, when they walk into India, they are called Sharanarthi. So Sharanagata, Agata means he who has come. For what? For taking refuge. So I Sharanagata, Vairi Vadhuvara. Vairi enemy, Vadhuvara, excellent wives. So the excellent wives of the enemies have come to taking refuge to her. Veera Veeravara Abhaya. Veeravara. So Veeravara. So the heroic enemy soldiers, there she gives, once their wives come and take refuge on the basis of their plea, oh mother, please don't kill our husbands, she then gives them refuge. She gives Abhaya. She gives them the boon of being free of all fear. So she gives them security. Daya Kare, she who gives. Aisharanagata Vairi Vadhuvara Veera Veeravarabhaya Daya Kare. Veera Vairi Vairi Vadhuvara. So Vairi is enemy, Vadhuvara excellent wives. So why is there excellent wives? Because the wives are in doing the duty of protecting the husband by saying that, oh mother, please protect, please grant the lives of our husbands. And on the prayers of the wives, she is ready to grant the abhaya to these people. Tribhuvana Mastaka, Tribhuvana Mastri, Bhuvana, the three words, Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Mastaka, head. Tribhuvana Mastaka, Shula Virodhi. Shul Virodhi, opposing. Shula, trident. Shula Virodhi. Shirodhi, so Shira, Adhikrita, Amala. Shirodhi Kritamala. So Shira is head. Adhikrita, that which is ruled, Adhikar from there. Adhikrita, Amala, stainless, without mala. Amala. Shirodhi Kritamala. Shula Kare, with the hand, she has the trident. So the second line says, oh mother, I am invoking you. Your pure trident is in your hand, which captures the heads of the rulers of the three worlds, whoever opposes that trident. So any of these rulers, who of these entire Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, whether they are Danavas, whether they are Devas, if they oppose this trident, you take their heads off with that trident. And the trident itself is so pure. So Tribhuvana Mastaka Shula Virodhi Shirodhi Tamala Shula Kare. Dumi Dumi Tamara. Dumi Dumi is the sound of what? Of Tamara, the sound of the water flowing. Right? When you flow the water, of the sound of flowing water, Dumi Dumi, the sound that is, that continuous gurgling sound that happens near a waterfall. Dumi Dumi Tamara. Dundhubi Nada. Dundhubi is the type of a drum. It is the battle drum that used to be played, that raw big sticks, dum, 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 it would go. Dundhubi Nada. Aho. Aho means it's an exclamation, implying surprise or implying joy. Aho. Mukhara, noisy. Mukhara is noisy. Krita, done, done. So, Dumi Dumi Tamara Dundhubi Nada Maho Mukhari Krita Digmakare. Digmakare meaning making in all directions. So what is she saying? She's saying that the sound of the Dundhubi flowing incessantly like the water of a waterfall is filling this entire all directions with joy. Oh, joy, why? Because you have won. So when your victory, O mother, has given joy to this entire world, and this joy is being expressed through the sound of the continuous sound, Dumi Dumi sound of the Dundhubi. Dumi Dumi Tamara Dundhubi Kri Dundhubi Nada Maho Mukhari Krita Digmakare. Dig is directions. Dig, all the directions, in all directions. Kare, to do. So that is the sixth shloka. Aisharanagata Vairi Vadhuvara Veera Varabhaya Daya Kare Tribhuvana Mastaka Shula Virodhi Shirodhi Tada Shirodhi Kritamala Shula Kare Dumi dumitamara dundhubinada mahovukari krita digmakare Jaya Jaya He Mahishasuramardini Ramya Kapardini Shaila Sute. Now, a little while back said you have to chant slowly, and now I chant this very fast. That's because there are two different shlokas. Very simple. Lalita Sahasranamam is for our internal purification. Mahishasuramardini is for our external situations to be such that we can therefore pray internally without any disturbance. So we invoke her outside to protect us, and then we invoke her inside through Lalita Sahasranamam. Right? Any doubts, questions, any insights that you want to share after that? Otherwise, we will end the session. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
No, I don't have any doubts.
Okay.
It was so clear and nice.
Okay.
Yes. But I was looking forward to understanding it because actually, when I chant, even that all the chakras, when I chant that shlokas, which I have sent, of course, there are some mistakes I have made. But when I chant, I'm able to understand the meaning of all the whatever you had said to us. So now the chanting is not just, just trying to chant it. It is more with meanings. There is no doubt at all about it. And because of that, continuously everyday chanting, it is becoming easier without any mistakes.
Yes, of
Realizing
course.
that.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
So we should have good fun this Navaratri. I think you should join
Yes,
us for
yes,
the
yes, yes. We will
chanting.
complete both.
Yes.
We will complete both and we can chant it all together. That will be nice. Yes.
Okay. Hari Om. Let us end the class. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.